Biggoron Sword. It's got long range and it's twice as strong as the Master Sword. The only downfall is while using the Biggoron Sword, you cannot use your shield. And you can begin this quest as soon as you become Big Link. Before you start this quest though, I highly recommend you doing 3 things as Young Link to prep for this quest. In order from least important to most important, first you will have need to learn the Sun Song. Second, you will need to buy 2 magic beans and plant them in the correct spots. They will become flowers and help you move faster throughout your quest. The second spot will even give you a 15-second shortcut and a timed part of the quest. Doesn't sound like much, but believe me, it helps. Third, you need to know Epona's lullaby so that you can get Epona when you become Adult Link. Epona is used to jump over a broken bridge. Alternatively, you can use a long shot to hook your way over the bridge. However, I recommend using Epona just because Epona will be useful in a timed quest at the end. This timed quest can be used without Epona and without that 15-second shortcut. However, whenever I tried it, I only had about 5 seconds to spare. Not a lot of wiggle room. If you're Adult Link and don't have the prep work done, what you'll need to do is beat the Forest Temple, get the Forest Medallion, go back to the Temple of Time, and revert back to being Young Link. Now that you're Young Link, let's go ahead and get this prep work out the way. First is the Sun Song. So, go to the back of the graveyard, play Zelda's Lullaby in front of this tombstone, and a storm will happen, and lightning will strike this tombstone, revealing the hole. Go ahead and jump inside this hole, and in the very back, there will be this little tablet. Interact with it, and you will learn the Sun Song. Very easy and simple. Second are the 2 magic beans. You'll need 30 rupees total to buy these magic beans. You can also buy more, but just for this prep work you will only need 2 magic beans, which will be 30 in total. First magic bean you will plant right next to the guy. This plant isn't necessary, but it is extremely convenient, so might as well. The second magic bean, you will go all the way to Death Mountain and plant it right here next to the entrance of the dungeon. This plant is used for 2 things. Like I said earlier, the shortcut, but also to get this heart piece. Alternatively, you could also just come up here and do a backflip to get the heart piece. And yes, this can be done as Young Link as well. And finally, go to Long Ranch, talk to this little girl, lock onto her, bring out your ocarina, and she will teach you Epona's lullaby. Now that you've got all the prep work out the way, go ahead and head to the Temple of Time and become Adult Link. Now before you start the Biggoron Sword quest, you still need to get Epona. So head back to Long Ranch, talk to this guy, play Epona's song. This part is a little tedious, but basically you're going to play Epona's song, get Epona, talk to the guy, let him know you're done, talk to him again, and just rinse and repeat. And this time when you talk to him, he's going to challenge you to a race. This first race is extremely easy, and once you beat him, he'll challenge you again. This time it's a little bit more difficult. All you gotta do is wait for him to do the wide turn, then speed up, keep in front of him, don't let him cut you off, manage your speed, and you'll get it. Once you beat him, the second time, he'll give you Epona, and then he'll lock you in thinking you can't get out. But all you gotta do is just jump this fence, and boom, you're home free. Now it's time to start the Biggoron Sword quest. The first thing you want to do is talk to this lady, and she'll give you a pocket egg. Now with this pocket egg, you can do one of two things. You can go ahead and play that sun song and skip a day and have the egg hatch. Or what you can do is while you wait, come to the graveyard, move this tombstone, go inside, and you will find this old guy. And it'll start a little timed quest thing. All you have to do is not get hit by the fire. Don't be afraid to take the outside route. You don't have to take the inside route and try to make the fastest time possible. I promise you, as long as you don't get hit by the fire, you will make it in time. I believe if you make it within 1 minute and 15 seconds, you will get the hookshot. As you can see, I got it in 59 seconds, so I had plenty of time to spare. You can go ahead and play that sun song, skip a day, have that egg hatch, go in here, and wake this guy up. Who does he think he is? A hero? Come on now. If I don't get to sleep, you don't get to sleep. Alright, now the second step is to come over here and show her this chicken. And she'll trade you for a blue chicken. Now before we do the third step, we're going to do something else real quick. Ignore the egg. I did this before I hatched it, but trust me, it makes more sense to do it now. We're going to go to the back of Lost Woods into the Sacred Forest Meadow. Here we're going to find Sheik, and she's going to teach us the Minuet of Forest. Now it's time for the third step. For the third step, you want to take the blue chicken into the Lost Woods, make your first left, and talk to this old guy. Well, not talk to him, but show him the blue chicken. And he will give you an odd mushroom. And this is your first timed quest. For the fourth step, you want to take this odd mushroom. Don't worry about the time, you have plenty of time as long as you take this route. Go to the Biggoron City. Exit, you're on Death Mountain. Get out of Death Mountain and you're at 2Rico Village. You want to enter this first shop, the potion shop. Go to the back and then enter this spot, and you want to show this lady the odd mushroom. She will then turn this odd mushroom into an odd potion. For the fifth step, you have to take this odd potion back to the old guy. Since we're not timed, we can play the Minuet of Forest. Keep in mind that any timed quest you cannot teleport. But since we're not timed here, we can go ahead and teleport to the Lost Woods. Exit, re-enter, and make a left. The old guy's not here, but that's fine. Just show the odd potion to the little girl and she'll give you a saw. For the sixth step, you need to take this saw to a man in Gerudo Valley. At this point, you will need one of two things, either Epona or the long shot like I mentioned earlier in the video. Epona you can use to jump over this broken bridge, and the long shot you can use to hookshot your way over the broken bridge. Show the man the saw, and he'll give you a broken Biggoron Sword. For the seventh step, take this broken Biggoron Sword to the top of Death Mountain. You will find this Biggoron, go ahead and talk to him, show him the broken Biggoron Sword. And he'll say he can fix it, but he can't yet because there's something in his eyes. He'll give you a prescription. It's been a long journey, I know, but I promise you're almost at the end. For the eighth step, you want to go inside this ice cavern and get this blue fire. And while you're here, you might as well complete the ice cavern because inside this cavern, we will also get the iron boots and learn the Serenade of Water. I don't care what anyone says, that's the best song in the game. Anyways, now that you have that blue fire, you want to use that blue fire to put out this ice, talk to the Zora King, and he'll give you the Zora Tunic. Show him the prescription, and you're ready for the ninth and final step of this quest, both of which are timed, which means no teleporting. Take the frog he gave you to Lake Hylia, Here you will find this laboratory. Inside you will want to show the frog to this mad scientist. In exchange, you'll get eye drops. This is the timed quest I mentioned earlier that having Epona and that shortcut is extremely helpful. Good luck to those who are trying it without Epona and without the shortcut. While I run to the top of Death Mountain, if this video has helped you in any way, please share, like, and comment down below. And you might as well hit the subscribe button while you're at it. The magic bean we planted earlier creates this flower, which creates about a 15-second shortcut. A bit of advice for the people who aren't using the shortcut or Epona: shoot the first one, skip the second, get to the third platform without falling, and shoot the third one and then get to the top. Do not try to talk to him. Lock on and give him the eye drops. And you've done it. You've done the entire quest. Well, almost. Look, it's fine. You get the claim check, you play the Sun Song a couple times, skip a couple days, talk to him, and then you'll get the Biggoron Sword. Now that you've gotten the Biggoron Sword, the rest of this video is just a montage of me using the Biggoron Sword. And I hope you enjoy.